Hi guys. So today's video is going to be my May TBR. I'm gonna jump right into it with an adult fantasy book that I've been wanting to read for a while, and that would be Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. This book sounds like so much fun. Everybody I've seen that has read it has said great things about it. It follows a group of guys who used to be like the most well-renowned and feared mercenaries, like they were these awesome dudes, but now they've grown old and fat and drunk and like they're not awesome anymore, but one of them comes forward and he needs help. He like needs to get the crew back together for this like one last mission, and it just sounds like, oh, doesn't it just sound like such a good book? Next up, sticking with adult fantasy, I really wanted to read the book City of Brass. I've heard a lot of really good things about this book. It takes place in Egypt, but it almost has like a Portal fantasy vibe where, you know, it's our world, but then the character finds out there's possibly like another world out there. But the parts of the book that are in our world are supposed to be in 18th century, so I'm really excited about that because I not only love fantasy, but I also really love historical fiction. So I think if it's a good blend of both those things, then I'm gonna really like it. And lastly, for the adult fantasy, I don't have this on me, but so you guys may know that I love Witcher and that I've been like gradually rereading the Witcher series, probably slower than most of you who are also participating in the read-along for that, but I may be getting the English translation of Season of Storms early. So yeah, I'm leaving a little bit of room on my TBR open for that. Now jumping into the young adult fantasy that I'm hoping to get to this next month. First, I really want to read Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This was on my TBR last month, but the people I was going to be buddy reading with, they decided May would be easier to read this book, so I'm gonna read it in May. The premise of the book sounds super morbid, which I'm really pumped for. It's in a world where there's no disease, there's no war, there's nothing bad. Nothing terrible happens and nobody dies anymore. But as a result, there's the possibility of the world being overpopulated. So there are individuals who are trained to kill people to make sure overpopulation doesn't happen. I don't think, aside from some people saying like it's just a little too dark for them, that I've really heard many people say negative stuff about this book, which makes me really excited. I know that's a dark premise, but if it's done well, I'm really excited about it. Next up is a book that I mentioned in a haul recently, and a lot of you told me that this book was awesome, and that would be To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. This is sort of kind of a Little Mermaid retelling, but like a super dark Little Mermaid retelling, in that it's about a siren, royalty siren princess, who like collects the hearts of humans, and then something happens where she has to like kill one of her own, and then as punishment she's forced to live among the humans. The last two books are kind of an if I have time situation, so the first being King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. This is the third book in the Red Queen series. Some people feel that series is way too tropey, and then some people like love it with a burning passion. I enjoy it. I don't know why it seems to get pegged as being too tropey, because to me it doesn't seem any tropier than a lot of other young adult fantasy books. But the Red Queen series follows a society where there are people with silver blood who have powers and they're the ruling class, and there are people with red blood who are the lower, like really low class, and they are treated and they're treated very poorly. They're mistreated, and turns out one of the people who has red blood may have powers all of a sudden, which like throws everything for a loop. But the fourth one in the series is coming out this next month, so I really want to read the third one so that maybe I can actually read the fourth one when it's released. And lastly, I really want to get around to the fourth book in the Seven Realms series by Cinda Williams-Chima, because I'm pretty far through the third one. I'm actually really surprised because I just finished the second and then I immediately started reading the third one, and I'm really liking this series. It's a little older, but I like the story and I like the world building in this series, and I like the characters. I think the characters, when you first meet them, they're not that likable, and they have a lot of room to grow, and they do grow, which I very much appreciate. And on top of that, the narrator for the audiobooks has an amazing voice. Anyway, that's it for the books that I'm hoping to get around to in May. For any of you that are interested in buddy reading any of these with me, just let me know your Instagram handle or find me on Instagram and send me a message. And then for those of you that have read these already, let me know your thoughts on them. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little bell icon to get notified when I post new videos, and check out some more of my videos right over here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.